Look at that, the very first word of Nano. Hey friends, it is day 1 of Nano. So quick update on me. So far, things are going pretty well. I'm not at my word count today, but what I will say, well, it's not the end of the day. Let me just clarify. I have plenty of time. But what I will say is that last night was Halloween, and then I accidentally stayed up past midnight and realized, oh my god, it's Nano already. And so I sat down at my computer and it was like, oh, I will totally just get a bunch of words down now, and then when I wake up in the morning, I'll be like, wow, I'm already so far to my word count goal. Okay, well, I wrote 51 words, which is like not nothing. So, you know, this morning I woke up and I already had 51 words. Great. But then I was like, it was late. I was tired. Anyway, so the prompt. Your prompt for today is as follows. 2 characters touch or hold hands. It's electric. Why? Okay, so let me just clarify that this does not have to be romantic. It could be magical, it could be electric hatred, you know, it can be really any emotion, it could be a recognition of a long-lost sister, God only knows, right? Be creative, move something forward with it, make something up. But the reason that I like this prompt is because, you know, the why involved is can catapult you forward on the scene. So it's a physical action, it involves 2 people, but there has to be a deeper emotional meaning for it to make any sense, right? This is me stopping awkwardly on the street to vlog because there's at least a reasonable background behind me. Trees! Gonna keep it brief. Doing okay on my word count so far, but it's taking some time because I am not one of these people who just wants to write faster and just like pump out the words. I actually want the words to be quality. And so I've been jumping around in my novel a little bit in order to, you know, work on scenes that I think I'm really going to be able to write well in that moment. Had a thoughtful breakthrough this morning during my writing sesh at the cafe, but the thoughtful breakthrough only resulted in 96 words because it was a lot of thought and breakthrough and not a lot of words. So I have a fun literary party to go to tonight, and I need to go to yoga just for my own physical well-being and mental well-being. My body feels a little bit of a mess right now. Oh good, it's raining. Wait, no. It's just the rain from before being blown off the trees, I think. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up before somebody awkwardly sees me vlogging on the street. It's already happened, but I need to bang out those words between yoga and literary socialization. Hi all. Ooh, crap, I look a mess. Okay, wait, I'm trying to be in a place in my car where there's like some light, but not too much light. Nice. Let's get a sun flare in here. Yeah, sure. This is nice, right? Okay. I look a mess because I just got done with yoga, but you know, so what? It was a really great class. I had an amazing teacher. I did, well, one completely new pose that I've never done before, which is amazing when it happens because it rarely happens to me because I've done a lot of yoga, and one new variation on a pose that was awesome. My new pose was Fallen Warrior, I think she called it. I feel like I've done a pose before that they called Fallen Warrior, but this was completely different, and it was, I swear, probably the most intense twist I've ever done, and it was amazing. And the whole class was focused on twists. You guys who are here for writing advice are like, I don't care, Stephanie, shut up. But normally I don't really enjoy twists, but I really enjoyed this class. Anyway, I'm on here because I just want to rant a little bit. Like, the class was not all fuzzy bunnies and unicorns and sun and roses because there were so many of us in class and we just didn't have any space. But there was this guy next to me, or this masculine presenting human, and he put his foot on my mat, like his bare foot, and it had like dead skin on it that was like peeling, and I was just like, and the rest of us in the room, like, I don't mean to get petty about it, but I sort of like did a look around and I was like, I don't see anyone else who is like invading the literal mat space of the other person. Like, they're all modifying their pose or their positioning on their own mat so that their foot, you know, it goes into the space between the mats on the floor, but it doesn't go on the next mat. And I'm just like, really? Like, I feel like, and I am not a germaphobe. I am really not, like, by far. I am so much more lenient about this stuff than so many people, but it's gross. I don't like it. Okay, so it is day 3 still. I think it's a little after 10. I just got home from my party, which is why I'm a little bit fancy in my fancy dress. It was fun. There were some good readings. Free food, very fancy free food, which is always great. I did like a 12-minute writing sprint, honestly, and during that 12 minutes I wrote like 400 words, which was awesome. And maybe not quite 400, maybe it was like 350 because I had like 96 to begin with and I have 4 something now. But still, I think that's pretty awesome for 12 minutes. I have about 1,000 to go, a little over 1,000 to go. Now that I'm home, I think things are going okay so far in the sense that I am making progress in a very consistent way, which is not, you know, necessarily how I always go about things. So that's good news. I'm not like sort of screwing myself over so that I end up with some 6,000 word days and some 300 word days, right? Which is not even. But that's the way that my life has sort of functioned in the past and made me do Nano. And that's why I don't always do it during November. What I was thinking about earlier today was mainly that, you know, what I want out of Nano is not to just write 50,000 words of crap or 50,000 words of whatever. If it's 50,000 words of pardon my French, but shitty first draft, and that's in quotation marks because I'm quoting the writer Anne Lamott. And if you haven't read that essay, you should do so. Maybe I'll find it and link it below. I don't know if I have the brain power. But I think there's a difference between a vaguely crappy first draft and a first but one that sort of achieves the way in which you want something to be written, and that can be revised towards a better draft, and a draft that is just so far from what you actually want to put out there that it's discouraging. And I don't think that that is going to be helpful to anyone. Well, maybe to some people. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't speak for everyone, but certainly not for me. So I would rather, if it came down to it, just not win Nano, and not get my 50,000 words out, but have like 40,000 words that I feel like are really a good place to start, or at least they're, moving in the right direction. Okay, I'm gonna stop blabbing right now, and I am going to go write things. Okay, so it's 11. I've been working, well, it's not quite 11, it's almost 11. I've been working for about half an hour. I got a fair amount written, not too shabby, a few hundred words, but it's like, I don't know, it's just ridiculous because there's some times where I write 400 words in 12 minutes, and then there's some times where I write 300 words in half an hour. It's just like what? I don't know. Sometimes the inspiration strikes and things go quickly, and sometimes they don't. Oh, also I changed into my comfies because it's important. So I need to continue writing. Less than 1,000 words to go now. But I just needed to take a break for a hot sec and stop staring at the screen so that I can sort of get my brain out of the road I was going down and try and refocus on the scene that I want to write tonight. So that's that. Good morning. It is day 4. Yay. I made my word count last night. There's always this moment when I'm like, okay, but I'm most of the way there, and like, what if I just go to bed? And so far I haven't given into that moment, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And when I don't give in, then that seems to be when I really hit my stride. I don't know, I wish that moment could come earlier in the day so I could just keep writing instead of being like, okay, it is literally 1 a.m. I should go to bed. But tonight was daylight savings time, so I got to stay up a little bit extra. My earring is twisted. And still get all my sleep. Here's the thing, I don't advocate for like losing sleep in order to finish Nano because sleep is so important to your body. So yeah, today I have a lot going. I am teaching tonight, talking about this book. It's a good book, I like it. I have not seen the movie, so I really can't speak to that, but historically speaking, I would say it's probably not as good as the book. Gotta do some more commenting on my students' work. I'm going to another play reading, the second of the weekend, for a new play that is sort of in development. And yeah, so I got a lot going on today. Oh, and I have to take my car to the mechanic. It's really nice out today though. Beauteous. With these nice trees outside my window. I've been enjoying them all year since I moved in, and now I'm sad because it's going to be winter and they're going to be all leafless. But they're here for now. Good morning. Got somebody joining me today. Say hi. Well, it is day 6. Yesterday was the first day that I did not meet my daily word count. I just haven't been feeling very well, and the primary symptom is I'm tired. And so I did about, I think, a little more than 1,300 yesterday, and then I went to sleep. So I'm hoping that that extra sleep will make me feel a little bit better, and I'll be able to press on today. Yeah, but today is also voting day, so I don't know, I gotta go do that thing. And then I have to teach. Today is my long class day, so on we go. So I just thought I would show you what I got up to last night in terms of writing. Like I said, I wrote about 1,300 words and then I went to sleep because I hadn't been feeling well. And apparently this is the way that I write when I'm not feeling well. I'm just like, yeah, she says this and then something happens. Oh my god, I didn't even highlight this one. This is my favorite. Just says feeling. I'm like, yeah, I know I'm going to talk about a feeling there of some kind. I don't know what it is yet. And then there's just blanks. Oh my god. This is great. Hi humans. It's the morning of the 8th, and I just wanted to hop on here and let you know what happened at the end of week 1 of Nano, because I did not film anything yesterday. I also did not write anything yesterday for good reason. I spent the entire day writing 2 grants, and if you've ever done any grant writing, you should know that it is difficult, and like it takes brain power and stuff like that. I don't know. It takes time, shall we say, and it takes the same sort of writing muscles that writing creatively does, because you have to be creative in the way that you express yourself. This is what I'm always telling my academic writing students, that like academic writing is also creative. Anyway, genres. And then in the evening I had to go see some awesome plays, which is definitely worth it because they were 2 short plays by Carol Churchill, who by the way is an amazing author. So if you ever have the chance to read a play of hers or to go and see one, I would suggest doing so. So yeah, my word count total right now is about 9,000 something, somewhere between that and 10,000. So yes, that means I'm slightly behind, but that's totally fine. I can catch up. I just don't know exactly when I'm gonna catch up. I am not worried at all, and I totally have plenty of clean clothes. Totally.